Ladies and gentlemen, there's a power that moves through life, invisible but undeniable. It's a presence that steadies you when the storm rages, a force that whispers courage when fear grips your heart. In moments of doubt, when life feels overwhelming and the path ahead is uncertain, there is an unseen hand reaching for you, a presence that never abandons you, even in your darkest hours. Life often feels like a battlefield filled with challenges that test our limits and push us to places we never imagined we'd go. Adversity has a way of breaking us down, stripping away our comforts and leaving us vulnerable. But it's in these very moments, in the heart of struggle, that strength is forged. The unseen hand, though invisible, is always present, guiding us through these trials with purpose and intention. It's not there to remove the obstacles, but to lead us through them, shaping us into stronger, wiser, and more resilient individuals. Consider the refining process of precious metals. They are subjected to intense heat, melted down to remove impurities, and molded into something valuable. Adversity does the same to us. It burns away fear, doubt, and weakness, leaving behind a version of ourselves we didn't know existed. But in this process, it's easy to feel lost, alone, and overwhelmed. That's when the unseen hand becomes most significant. It's there to steady you, to whisper encouragement when your own voice is too faint to be heard. It's the presence that reminds you that this pain is not the end of your story, but a chapter in it. Trusting the unseen hand means surrendering control, understanding that you don't have to face your trials alone. It's about believing that even when the path is unclear, there's a guide leading you forward, one step at a time. Every hardship you face is an opportunity not to prove your worth to the world, but to discover the depth of your own strength. It's a chance to rise above what you thought was possible, not by your own power alone, but through the quiet assurance that you are being supported. When you trust the unseen hand, you begin to see adversity differently. What once felt like a curse becomes a blessing in disguise. You start to recognize that the trials you face are not barriers, but bridges to something greater. They teach you patience, perseverance, and faith. They remind you that no storm lasts forever, and even the darkest nights eventually give way to dawn. Strength is not given freely, it is earned through endurance. It is built in the moments when you feel like giving up but choose to press on. The unseen hand doesn't promise an easy journey, but it does promise that you will never walk it alone. It's the source of hope that keeps you moving forward, the quiet voice that says you are capable, you are strong, and you will overcome. Trust in that hand, and you'll find that even in the midst of your trials, you are being prepared for something far greater than you can imagine. There are moments in life when the silence feels unbearable. You reach out for answers, but all you hear is the echo of your own voice. Doubt begins to creep in, whispering questions about your worth, your purpose, and your ability to keep going. It's in these moments that the weight of the world feels heaviest, and you wonder if anyone sees the struggle you're enduring. But even in the deepest silence, in the most consuming doubt, you are never abandoned. Though you may not see it or feel it in the moment, there is always a presence with you, steady and unwavering, offering a quiet strength to carry you through. Silence can feel like a void, but it's often where growth happens. It's in the stillness that you learn to listen to your inner voice, to find clarity amidst the noise of the world. In these quiet moments, the unseen hand is at work, steadying your steps and guiding you forward. Doubt may try to convince you that you are alone, that no one understands your pain or your questions. But the truth is that you are never truly on your own. The unseen presence is always near, not necessarily to remove your struggles, but to ensure you have the strength to face them. When doubt takes hold, it's easy to misinterpret silence as absence. You may think your prayers are unanswered or your cries unheard. But just as the sun continues to shine behind the clouds, so too does this presence remain constant, even when you can't perceive it. Sometimes silence is a call to trust, to lean into the unseen hand and believe in its guidance even when the way forward isn't clear. Doubt doesn't mean failure, it's a part of the journey. It's a reminder that faith grows strongest when it's tested. The key is to remember that silence is not abandonment. Just as a teacher is quiet during the test, so too is this unseen force quietly watching over you, trusting in your ability to endure and overcome. In moments of doubt, look back at the times you thought you wouldn't make it. Yet here you are, proof of the unseen hand that carried you when you couldn't carry yourself. Those moments are not coincidences, they're evidence that you've never been abandoned, not even for a second. Even in silence, there is purpose. Even in doubt, there is hope. And even when you feel most alone, you are being held by a force greater than anything this world can offer. Trust in that presence, and you'll find that even in the darkest times, you are never truly alone. The unseen hand remains with you, offering strength, comfort, and guidance, even when the journey feels impossible. Life often brings us to moments when we question the purpose of our struggles. In the midst of pain, disappointment, and setbacks, it's easy to believe that our hardships are in vain, that they serve no greater purpose. But every struggle you face is shaping you, refining you, and preparing you for something greater than you can see right now. The challenges you endure are not meaningless. They are the building blocks that form the foundation of who you are meant to become. Think about the process of forging steel. It is placed in the fire, heated and hammered, and only then does it become strong and sharp enough to serve its purpose. Your struggles are no different. They might feel like they're breaking you, but in reality, they are strengthening you. Every difficulty you face tests your limits, forcing you to adapt, learn, and grow. Over time, you will look back and realize that without those moments of hardship, you wouldn't be the person you are today. When we experience pain, it's natural to want to escape it, to look for a way out. But the truth is that growth often occurs when we allow ourselves to face and navigate through our struggles. It's in these moments of discomfort that we are forced to develop resilience, perseverance, and patience, qualities that are necessary for the next chapter of our lives. Your struggles are teaching you lessons that will serve you in ways you can't yet understand. Each challenge equips you with the tools to handle future obstacles and to rise higher than before. These struggles also bring clarity. They strip away distractions and force you to evaluate what truly matters. When life is easy, it's easy to coast, to take things for granted. But when you face adversity, you are given the opportunity to reevaluate your priorities, to understand what you are truly capable of, and to tap into a strength you didn't know you had. The trials you face teach you to value the moments of peace, to appreciate your accomplishments, and to cherish the journey. Your struggles are not a reflection of your weakness, they are a testament to your strength. They show that you are willing to grow, to endure, and to become the best version of yourself. Each difficulty you face is a step toward becoming the person you are meant to be. In the end, your struggles will not define you by the pain they cause, but by the strength, wisdom, and character they build within you. Every challenge you overcome is a victory in itself, and the person you are becoming through these experiences is the person you are destined to be. Life often unfolds in ways that don't make sense at first. We face obstacles, detours, and moments of confusion, all of which leave us questioning the bigger picture. We may find ourselves standing in the midst of a storm, not understanding why things are happening the way they are and wondering where the path is leading. But in those moments, it is essential to trust that there is a greater purpose at work, even when the full picture is not yet clear. Think about how a puzzle works. At first glance, the pieces seem disjointed, and it's hard to see how they fit together. But as you continue to place the pieces, the image begins to take shape, and you realize that every piece, no matter how small, plays a crucial role in completing the picture. Life is much the same. The experiences you go through, the struggles, the setbacks, and even the seemingly unrelated events all come together to create a picture that will eventually make sense. Trusting in the greater purpose means believing that each part of your journey is leading you to where you need to be, even if you can't see it right now. This is where faith comes in. It's easy to trust when everything is clear, when the path is obvious and the steps ahead are well lit. But faith is tested when you're walking through the fog, when you're unsure of where the next step will take you. Trusting the greater purpose means holding on to the belief that there is something greater guiding your life, even when you cannot see the next step. It means choosing to believe that every twist and turn, every moment of uncertainty, is part of a grand design that will eventually reveal its purpose. There are moments when life feels like a series of random events, and it can be difficult to find meaning in the chaos. But every event, no matter how painful or difficult, is part of your growth and development. Sometimes we are not meant to understand why things happen when they do, but what we can do is trust that there is a reason behind it, a greater purpose that will become clear in time. This trust is not passive, it requires active belief. It requires you to continue moving forward, even when the way is unclear, knowing that the pieces are falling into place, even if you can't yet see the full picture. The key to trusting in the greater purpose is understanding that your journey is not just about the destination, but about the process. Each step you take, each challenge you face, each success and failure is shaping the person you are becoming. Your life is not a random series of events, it is a story unfolding with meaning, purpose, and direction. Even in moments of doubt and confusion, trust that the greater purpose at work is leading you exactly where you need to go, and one day when you look back, it will all make sense. In the end, every challenge, every moment of doubt, and every struggle you face is part of a larger journey, one that is shaping you into the person you are destined to become. Trust in the unseen hand guiding you, even when the path is unclear. Your struggles are not meaningless, they are strengthening you for what lies ahead. Believe that there is a greater purpose at work, even when you cannot see the full picture. Embrace the process, trust the journey, and know that in time, the pieces will fall into place, and the purpose behind it all will become clear.